So Tommy, I've noticed over the years you've done a lot of drawings with Biro, and I think they're absolutely incredible, and I'd love for you to show me how you do this because they're just really cool. And yeah, please
Cool. So
teach me the way.
drawing with Biro, it's a little bit similar like drawing with pencils because with Biro as well, it's all about the pressure, how you press the Biro to the paper. But obviously with the pencils, you will take lots of different pencils with different hardness that create different darkness. With the Biro pen, we're only working with pressure. So the drawings, obviously like this, that they are done with just a normal pen that we do writings. But if we do lots of lines together very gently, they can create shading. So I just want to show you how we start. Obviously, before we'll get like advanced drawings, we have to start with simple shapes. Maybe like a drawing circle with a shading inside, or drawing like a square or a diamond with shading inside. When we get pens, it can be as cheap as possible, like a big pen from Tesco, like just a standard is possible. Just keep in mind that probably most drawings with Biro pen you will see on internet, they are done with the blue color. But if you do some research on internet, you can actually buy a full set of different colors. I will show you now. So you can buy a set of the Biro pens that have all different colors. And obviously the best is to use your favorite color. It will motivate you better to do drawings. I do most of drawings with blue. Sometimes I do them with a black and red. So what we start with, so literally we've got you always need a pad with something supporting your paper so paper doesn't feel too soft. So what we need to do, we can create literally a simple shape as a diamond. Obviously that's the black color, or we use the blue one and we can create just a simple circle. So we don't have to do strong lines, we can just like do a very faint shape and build them later with the drawing. So important is when you start drawing little objects like that and you want to make them look shaded, you just have to start doing as delicate touch on the paper you can create, so the pen is not creating solid line. You have to learn the moment of the touch and then obviously speed up doing those lines close together. So when you get that experience that you feel that moment of the touch, you will be able to create more and more faint shadows. And obviously over the time, when you want to build that shadows to gain strength, you just drawing in one place longer, slowly until it gets darker, or you press it a little bit harder and it starts like building that shadow. So the next step will be to try to create like little square like that when you do those movements faster and faster, and then you cross hatching it, so you start doing it from other directions towards it, so it gets more smooth shadow. So you can try something like that. Try to do
what this?
Yeah, try to do as delicate faint line. So you do those lines very close together.
That way?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so now it's all about the patience. If you will try to do it, you see now when you press it harder, the lines are more prominent. So you have to learn how gently you can touch the paper. So do another square next to it, but try to create as delicate touch to the paper without putting any weight on the pen. Like almost like you're trying to do it with a feather. So you will see that it will become lighter. And then you build up shadows like this. Yeah, you can see this already is lighter than the previous one.
Yeah.
When you practice that movement, so you can start doing that inside the shape. So like I draw the circle or a diamond for you before, you can start doing cross line, starting off the outline towards the middle, but then you try to do it like so with the touch fading out outside if you go one way. So one side of the circle will end up being darker, other side of the circle will end up being lighter. So you concentrate lines more closer to outline, but you're fading them out.
Like this.
Exactly. And you can see it's already creating like a spherical appearance of the circle. So the more delicate you touch the paper, the more smooth shadow will create, but longer it will take to do the drawing. That's why some of these drawings with the size like A3 size paper can take like 20-25 hours. So it's just a slow process how you build up the shadows. That's excellent. Can you see it start looking like a 3D?
Okay. Yeah.
So obviously you can try when you expand those lines, you can do them from another direction, but you have to know which side of the drawing you want to keep as a darker one. So obviously when you try different brands of the pens, more expensive pen doesn't mean it will be better. It will be just more intense ink, which sometimes can make it things more difficult, because intense ink inside expensive pen will be harder to create light shadow. Awesome, that looks already 3D. You see, so even if it start getting shape, you can start going back to the same place and keep blending it lighter and lighter, and it will create like a smooth transition. So that's why it's cross-hatching the lines. I mean, that's the right English name.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it's so you imagine that later you create shape of somebody's nose or shape of somebody's hand, and you start shading it from the darker side of the object towards the lighter side. Yeah. So you can try to do the same thing with the diamond, but if you grab the black color, then you can see. Yeah, that's very good. So the same. Try black colors first outside of it. Yeah, you from one corner towards another corner, and you create like a diamond appearance shape. I always recommend to do small drawing first, because obviously you can focus more on the precision of the detail in a small area of a paper, rather try to do a big drawings for straight away, because people get impatient, they start accelerating, and they make pictures look very unfinished. And even if you look at the British money, and you will see faces that are drawn on the notes, you will see from close-up that if it's a picture of a queen or a king, they are done with a similar technique. They are cross-hatched as the drawings, so it's very similar technique. It's a very classic way of doing drawings. Yeah, and then obviously now you need to try to start fading it out, because at the moment that corner looks very solid, so you have to start making pressure on the pen lighter, like you barely touching the paper. And obviously it's like memory muscle of your hand. When you practice that from time to time, your hands start feeling that contact with the paper better every single time later with better efficiency.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you see, like it's quite looks like it's done it a bit easier with the blue color.
Yeah.
The black color tends to have a
This
bit
one's
more.
a bit leaky.
Yeah, it's got probably more ink in it, so it's harder to do it. But that's what I said. Sometimes buying cheaper pen makes it easier because it doesn't provide that much strong ink.
Yeah.
And some expensive pens, they just like sometimes can create a blobs, and it's harder to control.
It's
the
certainly
shadow.
going to take me a long, long time to get from this to that, but
Yeah, but
Practice
that's a
makes
good start.
perfect.
And
Yeah.
you even imagine like all hard decision on the beginning is to decide what you actually want to draw. So that's why I said circles, squares, diamonds, or even an alphabet letters if they're like a bold shape of alphabet, and shape each single letter from one corner to another corner. They start looking nice 3D, and that practice improves over the time and is relaxing as well.
Yeah, very nice.
Cool.
Thanks, Tommy. Thank you for showing me that. I'll try and draw one and bring it to you, and you can.
And we do
You
it
can
as a
tutor
tattoo.
it. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, guys.
Brilliant.